I'm going to be eating off plan. I know it. I'm going out to eat and or it's a celebration and I know I'm going to be eating off plan. What do I do? That's probably the question that I get the most. And so I wanted to give you guys some tips. I've got 10 little tips that will be helpful for you if you do as little damage as possible. Now, tip number 1 is just do your best to stay on plan. Often, if you think ahead and plan ahead, you can find ways to eat at a restaurant and not get off of your plan. Have grilled chicken or grilled steak with vegetables or maybe a sweet potato. Look into the options and see what you can do. Often, restaurants are very willing to customize so that it fits with your plan. Now, another tip number 2 is if you're on the Slenderiiz Drops, people sometimes say, do I not take the drops? No, take the drops. You can actually take a little extra of the white drops or the clear drops because that's going to give you a little even extra appetite control. So you want to definitely go ahead and take your drops because that's going to help you to eat less. It's going to help you to avoid getting into that crazy binge that sometimes happens when we eat something sugary and then we can't seem to stop. And it's going to keep us from getting stressed out because sometimes social situations are stressful. So definitely take your drops. Also, Partner Co. has another product called Sugar Stop, which is something that you can take when you know you're going to be eating off plan, and it helps to keep your body from absorbing the sugar and the carbs that you're eating. And if you would like some of that, you can contact me or the person who sold you your drops, or even if you don't have any drops, that's still a product standalone that you could use to help with that. Now, the next thing is number 4. Order that you eat your food in makes a big difference. I mean, it might sound silly, but they've done studies and they gave people the exact same meal, but they had some of them eat their veggies or things with high fiber first, then their proteins and fats, and then they had their starchy and sugary things. And oddly enough, though the other group ate the exact same food, they had a significantly less rise in their blood sugar because they ate their fiber and their proteins and fats before the starchy sugar things. So that's a way to help keep your blood sugar even, which helps to keep you from starting those crazy up and downs with your insulin levels and gets those cravings going again. So simply eating your food, whatever you're going to order, start with a veggie. All right, now another thing that you can do is before your meal, if you can stand to do it, you can, and I have done this, you get a tablespoon of like some vinegar, put it in a tall glass of water, and just drink that. That is going to, it works with the amylase in your stomach, and it prevents your body from being able to absorb all of that carb and stuff that is in there. So it's just a simple, easy way. Another thing, that you can do is you can take something like this too. This is like one of those, it's a sugar-free, this one is sweetened with stevia, but it doesn't have to have any sweetening in it at all. And you can take a couple teaspoons of one of these fibers that's sugar-free, and that will also help you to feel full, so you can eat whatever it is you're going to want to eat. You're going to have the fiber in there to slow down those sugar rises, and you're going to eat less because you're going to feel even more full. Another thing that you can do, number 6, is that you can just before you go, don't go starving, right? So have maybe eat a fiber-rich meal. Grab a handful of baby carrots. Maybe eat a little piece of chicken or something like, a bite of protein so that you're not starved and you've gone ahead and you've put those things in. So you're getting your order in. Even if when you get there, your food is a plate of pasta, you're ready to go because you've got your veggies in and you've got your protein in. Okay, so another number 8, I don't even know what number this is, okay? But slow down, right? Eat what you're going to eat, but slow down. When we slow down, we give our bodies the ability to notice that we're getting full. So for our leptin to kick in so that we can stop eating naturally. We can feel full naturally. So just slow down, enjoy the meal, and enjoy the people that you're with. All right, another thing that you can do, and it helps a lot, is to do a little movement after you have eaten your meal that is off plan. So maybe you go for a 10-minute walk. I mean, it doesn't have to be a power walk, but just moving your muscles. Your muscles use a lot of the sugar, the glucose that gets in your body when you eat off plan, and it needs it. Glucose is normal, and we need that for our body to function. So when we can use extra amounts of it after eating extra amounts of it, it can really help us to lower those glucose spikes, those sugar rises. Do a 10-minute walk, do 30 squats, do some calf raises. If you can do nothing else, just stand there like this and pop up and down while you're talking to your friends. Just get some type of movement afterwards, and you will be surprised how much better control you're going to have over your sugar. And number 10, which I don't know what I do with the other numbers, but I know this is number 10, and this one is really important too. When you've made the decision to eat off plan, enjoy yourself. Don't waste your energy and your time getting all stressed and worried and thinking about it. If you're going to choose to do it, absolutely enjoy it. Because when we stress out and we get all worried about what's going to happen, it raises our cortisol levels and it just increases the chances that we're actually going to put on weight from this meal. So if you're going to do it, enjoy it. And here's another thing. Remember that the most important thing you can do isn't never have a mistake. It's practicing consistently getting back on the plan at the next meal or at the next day. That's the most important skill you can learn, is to not spiral and binge, which is something I used to do like crazy. So instead of spiraling and binging, celebrate that the next day you're going to get right back on and you're going to do what you know is good for you. So you can do this. You can navigate this moment with as little effect on your weight loss and health goals as possible. So good luck.